This is Earth Files, Earth History, and we're going to take a look at one of the images from Antarctica taken from the ice bridge flight. And if you've ever taken a close look at these images, they almost look like painted pictures, and that is because they are. They're heavily airbrushed. The fact is, the island, or Antarctica, there's millions of miles of structures and artifacts that are all over the place. And the second fact is, most people are led to believe that these are mountains all through here, and they're not. These are structures that are deteriorating over the millions of years that the Anunnaki had built. And the Anunnaki, the reason they look like rocky areas is because the Anunnaki were master buildings using stone. And of course, as the stone deteriorates, it looks just like a rocky area. So we're going to take a look at an area with structures in it that has never been seen before. So what I'm going to do is, since I do not use Photoshop, I only use light enhancements, this area is covered with structures all through here and here. So we're going to take a look at these structures first, and then at the end of the video, we're going to look at these structures here. So I'm going to take us towards the back of this image, and as you notice, you see perfect 90-degree edges already popping up. There's a Roman-style building here with pillars, and I'm going to bring that out towards the end of this enhancements. And I want to keep going. Now, I've locked onto the image, and now I'm going to start enhancing it. Now, this is the first enhancement. This building almost looks like a castle, the way that the top is made. And then you can see right here, perfect 90 degrees, an inlet or whatever this is, part of the structure. And then you can see these structures start popping up through here. And then here's that architecture that I was talking about, and there's pillars. So I'm going to enhance it again. Now you can start seeing the pillars a lot better. This one is round, and it appears to me that this is made out of metal, at least on the top part. It may be metal, made out of metal through this whole artifact, but there's no way of actually knowing that. And then as you look, you can see the structures and the outline caused by the lighting. Here, a lot of this, the reason you can't see it and it looks blurry is because this has been airbrushed out to look like ice. And then there's another structure here, and there's some at the bottom. I'm going to enhance it again. In this last enhancement, it really brought out the detail of the edges of these structures here. Like here, and like I said, this one here has been airbrushed out, but you can see the column here. You can see the perfect 90 degrees. And there's other structures here. Unfortunately, this picture has been so damaged and corrupted from the airbrushing, we're not going to get very good detail. But I did use this image to show you how much these images from Antarctica have been touched up. And then you can see the edge of the building, see the 90 degrees, some type of inlet here, and the pillars. Now, we're going to go to this area here. In this first enhancement, you can see there's a wall here, goes straight across. You can see a triangle shape structure here. These are walls also. Here's the covering for this building. And you can see where it's collapsed and fallen over. In this checkerboard area, I don't know exactly what it is, but you can see where it rounds out through here and also in this area. You can see this larger wall with the pillars here and here, And you see where it started collapsing, and these pillars are holding up this covering. And then if you look in the back, you can see the perfect 90-degree angles on this building here and one on this building also. So I'm going to darken it. And you can see this wall a lot better with the pillars holding up this covering. Here, you can see the top of these walls, and you see this overhang or part of this structure over these smaller structures underneath. And then again, you can see these two buildings in the back. And then the darker enhancement, you can definitely see these buildings in the background again. And you can see there's pieces of this structure that has fallen apart, is laying on the ground. Unfortunately, these images are very, very poor quality because of the amount of airbrushing done to them. So I challenge anybody to take any of these Antarctica images and pictures, especially where there's a close-up of a person standing on the ground, and try to enlarge and zoom in on the surface, and the surface always has a slight blur to it where you really can't see. There's not any clarity to these images once you start zooming in on them. So the whole Antarctica area that looks like mountains and rocks, they're not. They are structures that have started deteriorating. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. This is Tony with Earth Files, Earth History, signing out.